Hello everyone. You're welcome to VT Analytics tutorial. So today we are going to be looking at the join statement. Okay, so the join statement, what is it? Let's just try to see what is it. Join that is join in SQL. It is when two or multiple tables are combined together. And some of the operators that we have inner joint, we have the left outer joint, we have the right outer joint, and then we equally have the full uh, the full outer joint. So we're going to see how all of this, how we can do this in in the in SQL. Let us go back here. Okay, let's this is our two table. Let's say this is table A. That is the staff info table is table A, and this is our table B. If you see, I have updated our table. I have added some other rows into our table. Remember, initially we had 150. We had 150 rows, but now I have added some other information, some other rows. We now have 155 on book tables. So I did this so that it will help us to run this particular statement that we are working on today. So somebody sent me a message on WhatsApp. One of my followers, a keen follower who has been following me on what I post about data analysis. So he asked what is this SQL that I'm be talking about. Okay, so let me just answer your question. It is SQL. The full meaning of SQL is structure query language. It is a database language that was developed in 1947. I think so. Yes, that should be in 1947. And it happens to be one of the most popular database languages that we have in the world. A lot of people, that is the languages that a lot of people, analysts used to query their data, to do some one or two things with them. So that is actually what SQL is all about. Okay, so we have our two tables here, and we want to combine these tables together. Now, so what it is going to help us to achieve this combination or to match these two tables together is this first column we have here, this ID staff, this staff ID, I beg your pardon, because we have it in our table A and then we equally have it in our table B. This is actually the column that will help us to join these two tables together. If maybe you are using Power Query, if you are used to Power Query, if you are using Power Query, what you will do, you will use the merge query to combine two tables together to do this task. So let us see how it works. So the first thing we're going to do is just going to select everything, and then we join these two tables together. So we do our select, we everything from, let us go with our first table, that is this one. So let us just use the inner join. Either we can still use join without using the inner. It will give us the same result, would be same, because when you use join, by default it is inner join. The result that we are going to have will be the same rejoin, will be same result that if we are using inner join. So we're going to join staff wages on, so we on staff on staff info staff info dot. So we're going to use our primary key here, which is the staff ID, where this our table A is equal staff wages dot staff ID. Okay, so this is actually, so what this is going to do is that this particular query is going to go to this table A, and then it will look at this particular column, our primary key. It will look at the information in each of the cells. If it matches the information in this other cell in table B, it will then join them together. So we have right up to 155, right? Right up to 155, and same here. So, but you will discover that from 150 and 51, we have some null value. Like here, we have null value, and then if you go to our second table, from 151, it is same thing, which implies that probably is not going this other rows from 155. We are not going to, after we do the join, this inner join, these other rows will be left out because it does not match these cells. The information that are found in each cell doesn't match with this one. So let us do our join. Let us execute this, and then let us see the number of rows. As you can see, we only have 150 rows here. This is because from the two tables that we have joined, table A staff ID matches the information that is found in staff ID column matches with the information that is found in staff wages, the staff ID column. Right, that is why we are having this information. Now let us not try to, this is actually what we call, let me go back to the diagram. So this is what inner join will do. It will take the information that matches in the two table, and then it will bring them together, then we will have it as a table. So let us try to do another join, which is let us go with the right join. So what will the right join do? The right join is going to look for the information in our right table, every information, and then it will then match, it will then give us the result that we want. Let us execute this. If we go to our result, you will see that the result that we have is totally different, right? It's totally different. If you see, this is our right table. It takes every information, everything in the right table. That is why we have this 155 here. But here, when you come here, it is null because we don't have any information here. However, if we use the left joint, it's going to give us, it will be the total opposite of this left of the right joint. So let us, if we execute this, so if we execute this, you will see that, as you can see, yeah, we now have total empty. It is null, but here we have some information here. So it takes everything in the left table, in our table A, whether everything, and then it matches it with table B. So if we're gonna go to full join, the full joiner takes all the information from both table. Sorry, what is this? On, I think let's take full outer join. So let's go with the full outer join. And then if we run this, we'll pull all the information, everything from table A and everything from table B. As you can see, everything we have everything here, right? Just pull everything, and then if we go to our diagram, you will see that with full outer join, it pulls everything from both table, whether they match or not, everything. Whereas here, it pull the information that matches in the left table, this one in the right table, and then this one only the information that matches both on both table. That is what we're going to. That is what we're going to have. Okay, let us go back to join. Let me execute this. Now, if you look at this table, you will discover that we have two staff ID, right? We have two staff ID, and they have the same information. So this is some kind of duplicate columns because it is not necessary for us to have these two information. So what we can do, what is equally good with this with uh, with the join statement is that we can we can query SQL in such a way that it should only provide us with the columns that we want to see. If in order for us to do that, we will come here and then we will say staff info, comma, staff ID. So we want that we only want to see the staff ID for this particular for staff info. So we don't want this one, right? We don't want this one, and then we can now go with we equally want to see our last name. We want to see our first name, and then we want to see age. Let's say gender, job location. So we are going to name all the columns that we want to be retained, right? So the only column that we don't want would be this other one, this staff ID, which is found on staff wages. We don't want that one. So now we want department, and we want our salary. So if we run this, I think everything looks good. So let us try to run this. Okay, if we not run this, you will discover that we don't have two staff ID because we have removed the other one. It is same thing. Maybe if we don't want this last name, we can remove it. If we run this, we are not going to is the last name will be left out. So any columns that we don't want, we can then remove it from our query or from our table. So this is actually what join is all about, how you can use it. I think we have seen on how to we have seen on how to use the inner join, the right outer join, the left outer join, and the full join. I'm sure you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, like, comment, because this is this is going to help our YouTube. This is going to help us to grow. So thank you so much. See you in the next lesson.